I completely. So here's how I do the streaming now. We get the streaming going on YouTube and Twitch, and so I'll get it set up. We'll do the counter. I'll do the countdown and get it going. And then so I pressed the record button, but I forgot to press the stream button. So I pressed the record button. I forgot to press the stream button. And then I got the shorts feed set up, and I just completely forgot. I completely forgot. Anyway, all right, here we go. There we go. Full stream. That'll pull the message up for everybody right there. Okay, hold on. That was, what a genius I am. I just completely forgot to. Wow. Okay. We'll give people a minute to join here. I was like, where are all the people? What's going on? Like, there's nobody on the stream. It's because I wasn't streaming. Hey, Day 24 asking Coca-Cola to sponsor the channel. Just complete spaz out by me. Complete spaz out. Nooch giving all of my subscribers free Lightspeed bundles. You know, I don't think I have. What is $10? Let's say it's a $10 bundle times 35,000 people. No, sir. That kind of money is not in the offings today. All right, everybody. Boy, okay, that was crazy. All right. So now that we are live, what a maroon. Let me put this up here. No. I'm gonna pin this to Twitch. Just a minute. That works. What's up, Tim Tawana? I can't say it. Okay. Oh, Johnny boy. Anywho, guys. My fault. My bad. I need to. Did I download that? Now I'm all out of sorts completely. That's what I wanted. All right. Now we're good. Sorry about that. Just weirdness abounding is what just happened. All right, getting this. Zoom in here. Figuring that. Got this. Mod score's up. Okay. Let's start over because I completely spazzed out on the stream. So what had happened was, what I normally do is I start up the main stream on YouTube and Twitch. It's got the countdown timer, 5 minutes to get started, and then it runs down. And when I get to about 2 minutes, I load up the shorts feed and get that going. I forgot to I got all of it done, except I forgot to click the stream button for the main stream. So I was streaming on the shorts feed, and I was like, where are all the people on the main? I couldn't find anybody on the main feed, and so I forgot to stream. I forgot to click the button. Emperor Paper Plane, what's up? I like that. And then I forgot to do the chat on stream. I am, guys, it's over. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. Won't you be My neighbor. Hey, it's good to see everybody today. Welcome to the stream for the very first time. Let's see. There are no paid reviews this month, is what the deal is. Okay. What I initially said to start the stream was, welcome to Nooch2Gud, where we say weird and mildly offensive things sometimes, and then we all have different opinions about it, because sometimes weird and mildly offensive things come out of my mouth for whatever reason, and I just talk a lot, and sometimes I say things, and you guys always, you know, I'm a very open, I'm kind of an open book. I'm not good at hiding my emotions. I'm not good at not saying things I'm thinking. If I'm thinking about somebody sideways, I'm really bad at like not letting them know that. I would be a bad politician. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna be doing, guys. So we were on for a couple minutes and people were on the short, yeah, it just took a couple minutes to realize. Here's what we're doing today. I am right now on the free-to-play, the brand new Nooch2 Perfect free-to-play account, where I am gonna be playing some Conquest here. We're not gonna spend, we don't spend crystal, we do not spend crystals on easy or normal Conquest. It's not worth it. So we'll play through this Conquest here. Then we're gonna do like the very beginnings of the Forest Moon Assault Battle. The first, I think I can only do the first 2, maybe 3 levels, I'm not sure. And then we'll go play some real Conquest over on the main account. And then we will do some free views at the end of it all. So that's where we are today. Weird and mildly offensive is a great description for you. Well, you know, I've always said that about you, Oliver, but I didn't want you to know. I just would say that to Sibisha. I'd say Oliver Katzman is weird and mildly offensive, and he would go, yeah, no, I know. All right. None of these are very interesting. Okay. That health one would work against Lord Vader if Lord Vader was out there, but he's not, so. Okay, so the teams I use here on the free-to-play account, my Phoenix, my Imperial Troopers, and my Bounty Hunters. I will eventually mix in these two. I don't have an Omicron on Padawan Obi-Wan yet, and it's not going to be the first one I add. Conquest is not the most important thing at the beginning of the game. First Omicron is likely to be Qui-Gon Jinn. Second one is likely to be Wampa. I'm not sure if I'm going to... one way or another, those be my first 2 Omicrons, and we'll get the Geos up later. I don't have them all leveled up yet. I don't have the credits to do it. So let's get in here and just play some Conquest on the brand new free-to-play account. We're only, what are we, 9 weeks into this account? Today was supposed to be an update video. I will have to publish the update video tomorrow. I got my days out of whack. We are 10 weeks into this account, and I forgot to publish the update video today. Okay, so tomorrow, excuse me, tomorrow will be the update video for this account. What did you join into? Lots of confusion, Doge Lover. Lots of confusion. Maybe, Doge Lover, maybe you should just eliminate all the jobs that are important that have to do with this stream. That would help a lot. All right, see, there it was. There it was. I told you. I say mildly offensive things sometimes that get some people wound up. There was one of them right there. What do you mean spend data? Did I say spend datacrons? I don't know. Say it's Snack Attack on the stream.
We shall start with revenge.
Imagine Greta Thunberg while you read this. How dare you?
I must have revenge.
Imagine, all right, I'm gonna do it again. I'm going in again. I'm going in again. Imagine wanting everybody to go around in canoes and bicycles and go country to country in our modern economy without any impact on the quality of, imagine that. Without any impact on the quality of Greta Thunberg's life. But I'm hot in summer now. Well, yeah, but I can't have fresh apples anymore. Correct, Greta. All you eat now is fish, and that's all you eat now. You eat nothing else. Welcome aboard. I told you I'm going there. I'm going there today. Okay. Stand-up comedy is a young man's game. You got to get into it while you're young. I mean, I'm sure there's exceptions. You got to get into it while you're young and full of energy and youthful ignorance. Because I'm aware that it takes 10 years. It takes 10 years to build up any successful stand-up comedy career, even a career where you're just making a good living, not like just making a decent living. 10 years. So now is not the time. One of my roommates in college, I remember him saying, oh, that stuff's easy, I could do that. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I don't remember the context of the conversation, but he was, and great guy, great roommate, never had a problem, had a lot of fun. He's got a beautiful family now. I'm just gonna say, he was not a comedian. He was not making anybody laugh. So he was just funny. Just funny. Croissant, you gotta check out the farming guides. I don't know. I can't answer that question. Every account is different. Ventriloquism comedy is gold? Is golden? Really? Hey, this block of wood on my leg. What's the best light side team? Leia Organa. You asked. Guys, all these questions being asked right now are questions in a vacuum that are tied to one person's specific account. I don't know, dude. I can't see your account right now. Do I have a mid-game? I have a lot of stuff referencing the mid-game. I don't think I have a mid-game guide. It's really hard to make a mid-game guide. I do have a guide. I do have a farming guide that's like from mid-game to late game. That'd be the one you'd want to look up. Part 3 of the perfect farming guide. But mid-game guides, because I thought about doing like making a mid-game farming guide, which is kind of what led me into the perfect farming guide parts 1, 2, and 3, right? Like I just, for years, I'm like, how can I like extend, when we make farming guides, they're all about basically the beginning of the game and you really don't expand out from there. So like, how can I do this? Well, we made the Nooch2 Perfect part 1, part 2, part 1, the new account, part 2, where's my cursor? I can never see my cursor on off. Part 2, the early game account, and part 3, the mid game into late game account. So we've kind of made it for that. Or actually, part 2 is mid game. But there's really no way, and I was gonna make part 4 and 5, but I'm looking at it going, I don't, once you get into mid to late game, you don't need a guide, right? You don't need somebody saying this is what you should farm for the most part, Pirate King Hondo for mid game? Good lord. Snowtrooper is vastly underrated in this game. I mean for assault battle, I don't mean like in PvP or anything, but Snowtrooper in assault battles, I think is gonna do some really good stuff. You want the late game graphic? I don't know, man. There's not much else to talk about, right? I could make it. I've been kind of sitting on it because it just seemed like, I don't know. Dom G has joined the stream, Master's member. Good to see you again, Dom G. Welcome back again, my friend. That's all of our Conquest route of energy. Let's go do the beginning levels of Forest Moon here. Actually, let's knock territory battles out here. I can't do anything on this, so I'll just deploy here. And then here, probably should have sat on that, actually. I need these characters to do anything here. I'm gonna keep my Phoenix, the rest of them. You guys are about to see some Snowtrooper action in Forest Moon, so get ready for that. I'm keeping my Phoenix, sorry guys. I'll put some thought. I've got some, so what I was really looking at doing, Boken, was, ooh. That's true across the board. There's gotta be 7-star characters, right? Yeah, that's all I got. What was that? What's down here? Rolo. Yeah, I don't have that. Do I have more 7? Let's just do it with a full 7-star team here with our Poncho Bros. What's up, Dakota M? Thanks, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Well, so those circles are they'll show up again in the future, maybe modifying them. I'm already starting to, you know, the 2026 free-to-play farming guide will be out, you know, usually in like mid-November is when I publish that. So I've already kind of got my thought process churning around that. Kind of looking at like free-to-play farming phase 1, phase 2, like do it in like Marvel phases or something is what I'm thinking for that. Farming Rogue One after Phoenix and Imperial Troopers? Nah, I'd say that's a hard no. Rogue One should only be farmed when you are going after profundity. And I'll give the example here. You use Rogue One in Lightside Hawk territory battles. My guild leader told me the other day, we're only 2 million away from doing Geonosis battles. Now, we'll probably stick with Hoth Lightside for that time, but I just don't think it's worth farming Rogue One for territory battles. I don't think that's worth it. They're not a high value farm. If you're getting profundity, farm Rogue One. Otherwise, just leave them. Wouldn't worry about it. We had some fun last night. So they have in our little town of 15,000 people, we have the second Tuesday of every month in the summer, they have food truck Fridays at the park. So we went down and we got some fish and chips. I love a good fish and chips, and it was good. I got some lemonade and some fish and chips, and on the way out we picked up some kettle corn. There you go. That's good stuff. I agree with that too, Snack Attack. Dark Loquitur was the early adopter on Snowtroopers, saying this guy should be maybe your first relic on your account because he's a really cheap relic and he does more than people realize. You'll see in a minute here on Forest Moon Assault Battle with Snowtrooper in there. He's gonna do some work. Now you're hungry? You're welcome. Nothing like fish in the Midwest. It was good. I mean, you could ship con on a truck. It takes a day. It's not that bad. You know, there is like I think there's a trout farm here. I don't really eat trout, but you can get a lot of good freshwater eating, like walleye. You know, there's a lot of fish around here to eat. I'm not eating catfish. I do not eat catfish. Everybody's a snob about something. I guess I'm a snob about catfish because I just think they're gross. I think there's so much fat on it. Ugh, you can keep that. Kettle corn is absolutely disgusting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Not even like a tepid, like, I don't like kettle corn. Now, you know, you see, all you have to say is, I don't really like kettle corn. You're not gonna drop in there with an absolutely disgusting. That's all I'm getting done. Let's deploy. Where should we deploy? 31 million, 26 million with only one mission. I'm gonna deploy here in the middle. I hate catfish. Maybe I should do too. I'm not saying catfish is absolutely disgusting. I'm just saying I hate catfish. You can like catfish, and a lot of people do. A lot of people like catfish. In fact, every Catholic church in America has their like Catfish Fridays during Lent or whatever. Let's go do that Galactic Challenge. How about that? Let's go do the Galactic Challenge. I don't get much out of these right now. I might be able to do this. Take our Phoenix in and have at her. Have at them her. Oh, this is not gonna work. There's no way. Oh, that's why. Hold on, that's not what I wanted. It's still set up with these two guys. No, I'm not mad at you for not liking something. I think I just said that. Is that what's going on? Everybody's trying to get me mad at them now? I'm not really mad at anybody, actually. Even the group of people in Galaxy Heroes that just hates my guts. There's a group of about 10 to 20 people that absolutely hate me. They just hate me so much. Somebody asked on Discord the other day, I can't remember who it was, like, hey, if I mention Nooch in the event server, why does everybody laugh at me? It's like, oh, it's like, I looked, there's one guy. It's the one guy that hates me. He just hates my guts. But you know what? The funny thing is, the guy that hates my guts knew everything that's currently going on with the channel. Like, he was fully updated on current events on the channel. That I find that to be hilarious. So he's just engaged in hating. He just wants to hate. That's so weird to me. It's such a weird dynamic, like, that you hate something so much that you pay close attention to it. Is that, am I wrong? Is that not strange? Is it not strange to hate something so much that you pay close and tight attention to that thing? Because I would think if you really hate something, you're not paying any attention at all to it. All right, we got 3 turns left here. Okay, well, we killed her. She's gonna come back. Right, now's our chance right now. Okay, here we go. Yeah, professional hate watching. It's just a strange dynamic. I don't, I have no interest in engaging in something like that. Like, if I hate something, I just hate it, and it's like, I'll just leave it. I don't hate a lot of things. If I don't like something, if you don't like something, just move on. There's lots of other somethings available for you. Why are you so engaged in that one thing that you really, really hate, you know? Haters make you rich? Well, let's hope so. I'd love that guy to make me rich. Win without using a leader. I think I got a drop down for that. Let's go down to here where I need a 3-star Captain Ithano. And let's try this here. Hold on. We'll do we'll put Captain Rex last. Hold on. We'll put Captain Ithano in the lead. Maybe, where is he? Where's that guy? And then we'll put Hera next. I can beat this tier. Captain Rex. Yeah, this will work. I have Boba, but I mean, it won't be any better. It'll be on the same tier for me. I'm not gonna get to that. I can't do the Gear 12 tiers, so, and I'm not gonna sit here for 3 hours trying it with you guys. Okay, come off the taunt. You can't auto this because of the stupid taunt. Except that zombie didn't revive, did she? Oh, I agree. Boba is great in here. I don't have Boba up enough to do any more than I've already done. So I've done everything I'm gonna get done here. Do I have Hut? I don't think I have even 5 Hut Cartel. Nope. All right, let's do Forest Moon. Now this is going to be base level Forest Moon on the new account. I'll probably throw this on the update video for geez, you guys are early to see the update. All right, guys, we're going to run Forest Moon with our newly minted low gear Imperial Troopers, and you're going to see what they could do here. So let's go with General Veers is 6 stars, Piet is 5 stars. We'll even try a bigger team here in a minute. There we got our Snow Trooper, Stark, and Range Trooper. Can we do a full 7-star team here? I could put Gar Saxon and get a 7. We'll try that if we need to. We'll try that later. This is going to be a straight auto. I don't have a lot of mods on these guys, so I'll show you the mods in a minute. But we should be able to straight auto through the first 2 tiers of this. But I think the 3rd tier is going to require those 7-star characters. We'll take a look. We'll take a look. Oh yeah, Thano is a leader. Oops, I forgot about that. Sorry, good call, Matthew. Mr. Anderson. Oh, they're going straight in on Tebow, man. Wow, I don't get that every day. Well, I'm gonna get some fatty Ewok shards out of this. It'll be like 10 shards of Tebow that I'll get. Watch. I wish they had better Ewok rewards here, but I don't see them increasing it. Since this has turned out to really be the easiest assault battle, to farm, just to max, to challenge tier 3, it really is. I don't see them increasing the rewards anytime soon. All right, that was a straight auto, easy peasy. I might get some extra Ewok shards at the beginning though, right? For first time I got all that, and it was 8 shards of Paplu, 1 mod, some crappy gear. All right. Well, I think the next tier is gonna be 7 stars, but we should be able to auto through this as well. I didn't show the mods. I'll show the mods, I promise. Keep forgetting. Third tier is 7 star. What we'll do is, so my Veers is not 7 star, Piet is not 7 star, and Range Trooper is not. I don't think I can get that done. Yes, updating Piet's ability when you get leadership ability, when you get Executor. You want Piet to have as much galactic power on his character as possible for the Executor. So yes, it is worth upgrading Piet's leader ability when you get the Executor. Are Ewoks even really worth it in the game besides 3PO? No. Besides 3PO and Leia Organa. No, the answer is no, but 3PO is the key to multiple farms. You've got to have 3PO to unlock Jedi Knight Luke. Do you? Yeah. You gotta have 3PO to unlock Jedi Knight Luke. You've got to have 3PO to you gotta have 3POs required in the Jabba farm. So since you need Jedi Knight Luke for Jedi Master Luke, you gotta have 3PO for Jedi Master Luke then as well. Is 3PO a requirement for Leia Organa? I can't remember. You also have to have 3PO to get gas, and you need gas to get Ahsoka and Lord Vader. So 3PO's footprint is all over this game. So I would never say that it's the Ewoks are about just getting 3PO. I don't think that's fair. Let me show you my mods in these guys. They're not very good. And we'll try that next tier here in a minute. Imperial Troopers with a bunch of crap. Okay, so Piet has... Oh, I got a full speed set on him? He's at 231 speed, so he's rocking it. Snow Trooper has an offense set with some speed on it. I do have mods in these guys. So Veers has a speed set. He's at 171 big fat hairy speed. Stark is at 200 big fat hairy speed. And Range Trooper is at 179 big fat hairy speed. So there we go. So let's get out of here and let's go try that next tier with our crappy Empire. I don't think we get this done, but we'll give it a go. All right, we'll do it this way. We'll leave Chopper in there. And I'm just gonna auto it. Yeah, I'm just gonna auto this. See what happens. Okay, so Chopper's almost dead already. Stark couldn't kill all of them, neither could Snow Trooper. My Darth Vader does not have Merciless Massacre. I don't think this is gonna be good. And there you go, not happening. So next month when Forest Moon rolls around again, we will have our Imperial Troopers up, and I'll be ready with Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando next month, so we can take Forest Moon in August all the way to Challenge Tier 3 with Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando. It's gonna be something beautiful and fun to watch on the channel. So make sure you're here in August and pay attention to the streams, because you're gonna want to be on that stream. It's gonna be something special, even more special than last time when we super min-maxed it. We're gonna super duper quadruper min-max the Forest Moon Assault Battle next time. We're gonna have some fun doing that, but that's as far as we got today. All right. Time to switch up accounts. Let's go play some real... Oh, what's this? Oh, I got my energy. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. Oh my goodness, it is. Hang on, let's go spend some energy. I totally forgot that weekly update today. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm gonna save this so I can demo tomorrow what I'm spending it on. So I'm gonna save that. No Grievous, no Razor Crest. All right. Actually, I think I did all my farming here. If I farmed Anakin and Hoth Rebel Soldier, then I've done all my farming here. In fact, I'm taking him off the list. So now, I think I'm just farming Kyrotech. That's not what I wanted. This. Yeah, I've done all my farming, so I'm just gonna grab some Kyrotech. And with my ship energy, we will grab some ships. I'm gonna go get Darth Vader. I'm gonna start farming it down there just to knock it out. I'll be ready for this pretty soon. I'm just kind of, I'm actually kind of delaying it until I know that I'm absolutely ready instead of like trying it over and over again. I just don't want to spend the energy. I got to get that punishing one farm though. All right, let's switch accounts now. Google the SWGOH calendars, how you see all these salt petals, Jacob. In fact, we'll do it in a minute. All right. Okie dokie, the game is up. In the meantime, let's do this. How do you find when the events are coming up? SWGOH events calendar. Ta-da! SWGOH events monthly calendar. Here it is. So what's today? Today's the 12th. So today's Forest Moon. Omega Battle. It's even got Omega Battles in there. Discarded Doctrine on the 15th. Hey guys, I will be here next Tuesday. We're gonna do the Executor event next Tuesday. Thumbs up. Smuggler's Run, Secrets and Shadows on the 16th. I think I'll have my Phoenix ready to give that a run. And Military Might is Saturday, so I think Wednesday and Saturday we'll be running Phoenix and Secrets and Shadows and Military Might. That'll be fun. Okay, Hoth Omega Battle. So on here, although that's a little limited, isn't it? I think there's a better count. Here we go. SWGOH events? No. That's June. Let's just do SWGOH July calendar 2025. Okay, there you go. That takes you to the EA post. Eventually. There you go. There's all the dates right there. That's laid out a little cleaner for you if you're looking for that. So, yeah, so it looks like next week will be an Executor event unlock. And we will also be here doing the Phoenix in Secrets and Shadows and Military Might next week. That should be fun. Hey, Doge Lover, yeah, I just can't Hey, Nooch, should I get Jedi Knight Revan or Range Trooper? It's apples and oranges, man. It's apples and dogs. I can't. That's not really a comparable question. Range Trooper is you farm one node to finish off your Imperial Troopers. Jedi Knight Revan is you farm 5 different characters. I can't answer that question. That's not a comparable question to answer. All right, let's do some Conquest here on the main account, and then we will do some previews. Freeview signups are going to be twice a year, basically June and December. Signing up for Freeviews in January and July. That's when we'll have them. In the meantime, I always like to say, if you watch roster review streams, a roster review for anybody is a roster review for everybody, and you can gain a lot by just watching roster reviews. Should you go for Farm Boy Luke or GL Hondo? GL Hondo. I can answer. That's an easy one to answer. All right, let's do some Bad Batch here up top. Alrighty. How's everybody else's day going? I gotta manage my Bad Batch here because they have no Zetas. They're just not very good. The more buffs I get, the more... And this is all dead. Yeah, nice. I love my data discs. I really, really do. Rally, I do. Why did I exit out of that? He throws a daze on, but we still stun them all. And then our Omega gives us some more buffs. We get cleansed, we do this. Didn't quite kill them all this time. That's gonna take out 3 of them. Ooh, only 2, they evaded. I think I can do this one more time. So 3 times a day, but that's dead. 3 times a day by the end will get me here. Freeviews are going to be, and this is the way, I will tell you that. Let me say this about Freeviews or free ride. Alligal is here. Let's say hello to Alligal. One of our High Council members. Let me let that play out. So here's the deal with free roster reviews, and I'm going to give you the whole history to kind of explain how this works, because I think it's important to understand the history of how the Freeviews work. So when we started doing roster reviews, I don't know, 3.5, 4 years ago, what we would just do at the time is what I would just say, hey everybody, who wants a roster review? And people would just, and we didn't even call them free roster reviews, we just said roster reviews, because nobody's paying a chump small-time YouTuber who maybe isn't even very good at giving advice for roster reviews. So we would come on, people would put their ally code in chat, and we'd give them roster reviews. Then it just started getting busy. I mean, I was clearly doing something right. We were succeeding. I'm gonna try one more of this. We were succeeding at doing roster reviews, and it just got more and more crowded in chat, where it was like, it was too much. Like, and that's kind of been my... it's not gonna work. It's over. It's literally over unless tech goes first here. No, oh, their tech is bad. Tech AI is bad. I don't like where we're sitting anyway. We can't get any stuns. They have tenacity up. We'll see what happens here. So anyway, so we just started doing roster reviews. People throwing their ally code in chat. We did the review. Over time, it got really, really busy in chat to where I couldn't manage it anymore. It was just constant request, and it just got out of control. So then we moved to, hey, if you'd like a roster review, jump on before the stream starts and enter your ally code. Anybody that entered their ally code before the stream started could get a free roster review. And that lasted for a while, until that pooped out and we had just too many people getting on before stream. Not too many is not the right word to say, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so many people were requesting free roster reviews or roster reviews before the stream started that I couldn't manage that. And so that's when we started looking at, you know what, guys? Because people started paying me. I mean, people just started, hey, here's $5. Can I get a review? And I'm like, well, I guess so. And so then we started making rules around that. So the deal was, around that time, it was, if you pay $5, you get a roster review, and everybody else entered before the stream starts or something like that. Well, eventually, so, and this just keeps stacking up and stacking up and stacking up to where we are today. It's just every time we stacked from there to $10 to $20, every time we stacked it up, and we used to just kind of spin the wheel like every chance we got. I'd get in 30 free roster reviews a month, but it just kept getting more and more popular and ramping up to the point now where I fill an entire month with paid roster reviews, and that's just how it is. I'll end up doing like 40 to 50 paid roster reviews in a month, and it fills up our entire month of roster reviews. So I have no more room to squeeze those free roster reviews in there on a monthly basis. And I like that. Obviously, I can't say I didn't like that. I like that. Thumbs up. But I still wanted to be able to do free roster reviews. So then at the end of last year, I'm like, let's do this. Everyone that signs up for a free roster review in the month of November will get a free roster review in December, right? That's what I decided. And we were calling them FREEVIEWS. 1,260 people signed, something like that. 1,250 people signed up for free roster reviews. I'm like, I'm not getting this done in December, I'll tell you that. And so we went into it lightly in December, and then January and February we just went, sorry, lack of a better phrase, balls to the wall on free roster reviews, on FREEVIEWS in January, February. You look back at my content in January, February, and my streams, it's 50% FREEVIEWS. We were just doing FREEVIEWS to get through 1,250 of them. So I like the idea of continuing to do FREEVIEWS. I can't do 1,250 of them. So the way it's structured right now, and I said all that to say this, the way it's structured right now, because this could change by January, I don't know. But every June and every July and January, we're gonna do FREEVIEWS and FREEVIEWS only on the channel, and signups will be the month before. So December and June will be signups for FREEVIEWS as it stands right now. That's why I told the whole story to say this has been constantly evolving for 4 years, and when it gets crazy where I can't keep up with it, it evolves again. But that's how we're doing it right now. So there you go. The reviews were very short, and I agree, it did feel more like a glance than a review. I agree. Full squad of Spectre, okay. That was another reason to not, what did I do there? No, I don't want to. That was another reason to not do them all in one big chunk like that, because I wasn't giving in-depth reviews. I was just giving, I mean, they were like 2 to 3 minute reviews on that. I mean, I didn't have enough time to spend 10 minutes on a review for somebody for free at that point. So yeah, they were all 2 to 3 minutes, quick. I will say that like half of them was exactly the same feedback. It was probably more like 75% of them, because with all the bundles being purchased, it was like, go get Jedi Knight Luke, go get Jabba, go get the Poncho Bros, go get Executor. That was the guidance for probably 75% of the rosters, you know? Roster reviews are a big part of this channel, Charlie Hamilton. That is correct. You are correct, sir. And I'll tell you something else. The way that I view the channel has evolved over time. So anybody that starts a YouTube channel, I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. Maybe there's a different personality than mine. I don't know. I feel like anybody that starts a YouTube channel is dreaming of success. Like if you start making daily or just consistent content, you're like, man, maybe I can turn this into maybe this will be the thing, you know? And that's all of us. I think there's very few people who like do it for a hobby and have no hopes of it doing anything else. Very few people. And the ones that are probably getting 10 to 20 views for a video and don't worry about it and whatever. So, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Where was I going with this? What was I talking about? Reviews is the income for the channel. Uh-oh. I had something to say. Must have been important, my mom would say. Yeah, that's what it was, Mel, because it was over and over and over again. And Allie yelled, the number of times I heard get the Poncho Bros from Executor, get Jabba, fix your mods. It was 75% of those rosters. It really was. When you look at that mod table and you see all the rosters down at the bottom of that mod table, that was all those rosters. What was I gonna say? Definite senior moment. I've been doing that my whole life. Everybody does that. You have something in mind you're gonna say, then you start talking about it, and then you just forget where you were going. First review I ever gave Mikey Mike open his eyes down bad mods were a little good. Yeah, that's the purpose. I know what I was gonna say. Ha, got it. So you start your channel with the idea, I'm gonna make videos, everybody's gonna watch them, and then eventually people talk you into streaming, and you're like, I'm gonna stream and make videos, everybody's gonna watch them, I'm gonna make a living doing that. Then you're doing roster reviews, and then it turns into people paying you for roster reviews. And it's like, well, maybe I've got a YouTube channel and I've got a roster review service. Maybe we're doing two things here. Maybe we're double fisting. We're making content on YouTube and we've got a roster review service. So I view this channel as both an entertainment channel and a roster review service. And that's why we have our membership levels set where they are, our membership levels, when you get a membership on this channel at $10 or higher, you are getting something back. And even the lower levels will get occasional members only hangout streams and occasional members only videos where we talk about the channel. But I've set memberships on the channel to get roster reviews for that reason. We have built a service on this channel. So it's both a YouTube channel and a roster review, and also now we have mod squad, modding, and I just did a session last night with user 1234, which went really well. So yeah, if I ever sold any merch, I'd make more of it. I don't know. If it ever seemed realistic to me that I could sell any merch, I would start getting designs for like fix your mods, greetings and hello there. I'd start designing those shirts and stuff too, but I can't get anybody to buy my normal merch, No units, stealth, health steal. Let's go with Leia here. Yeah, I'd love it if I could sell merch. Guys, go buy my merch. Make me make more shirts. I'd love it. It'd be fun. I think the biggest merch month I had ever was I made $100 one time when my sister bought a bunch of it. I don't know. We're going to lots of conversations. I'll say this about me. I am not a great marketer or salesperson. I'm just not. And I don't know any other way to say that. I'm very good. Here's where I see my skill sets. I was in sales for 20 years. 15 years. I was in sales for 15 years. But when I was in sales, my relationships were built the same way I build them on this channel. Long-term success. If I tell you something and it's true, then you will gain confidence and faith in me and stick around for a long time. For me, I find that more valuable than selling you on one thing by saying this is the most awesome thing I've ever seen, when it may or may not be, So I am lacking in sales skills and merchandising, and I guess, is that right? Not merchandising, marketing skills, because I'm not good at going out there and saying, this thing is the best ever, go buy it, or this thing is the best you've ever seen, go whatever. I'm good at building long-term relationships, and that includes within this game and anything else. So that's kind of how I see my skill set. I'm more of a I'm more of a relationship builder than a salesperson, and maybe that's why I don't sell any merch, because I don't really have that skill set. I'd love you to go buy some merch, but this is where I kill myself as a salesperson. I'd love you to go buy some merch. I can't tell you what your pocketbook looks like, and I can't, you know, right? Like I'm building an outs for you already when I say that. I don't think anybody should buy my merch that doesn't have some extra money, you know? Like, that's not a good use of your funds. Maybe you get it as a present later or something. How many stealth am I getting here? I'm in finance, Hayden Soto. Yeah, it'll ship to Scotland. Yeah, they've got overseas shipping. See, Caladan, people have told me that my entire life. I gotcha. But sales is more than personality. And let me explain what I mean. Because I've known a lot of salespeople. I've had sales managers. The best salespeople and sales managers that I've ever met can walk into a room of strangers and strike up conversations and is perfectly comfortable talking to them about whatever the stranger wants to talk about. I'm not good at that. And will also, no matter how the stranger is acting, treat them like they're really, really important. I'm not good at that. I'm also not good at glossing over details. I'm not like a super detailed guy. You guys know I'm not reading kits and stuff because they're so incredibly... I'm going to do that one more time to get my stealth out of the way. You know, kits are so... I'm not like a detail-oriented person, but I'm also not somebody that can say to you, yeah, you should buy this. It'll be great for you, period. I'm always a guy that says, you should buy this. I think it's a really good product. Here, let me tell you about the possible hurdles and traps for you along the way. That's me. That's not a good salesperson. I do have an outgoing personality, but I've also combined that. I think we were on stream, or I think it was at work. We're talking about, like, I definitely am not a shy person, right? But I can be in a room full of people and sit in a corner by myself, or go sit with the, you know, the other outcasts in the corner, and I'll be perfect, and talking about Star Wars or board gaming or whatever, be 100, actually much happier than I would be holding a beer in my hand and hobnobbing about stupid stuff with people I don't care about. So I've got both. And what was the word for that? There was a word for it, like not an extrovert, but I don't know, omnivert, an omnivert. An omnivert demonstrates both extrovert and introvert, and I've got that. I've got that. So I got both. I just got a cron I need to load up here. What's the accomplishment? So, sales is not all about personality, and sales is not just about having that extrovert personality. It's just not. That's not all of it. There's skill sets to sales that I just don't have. Yeah, an extroverted introvert is an omnivert. In fact, let's look it up because it defines me really, really well. Omnivert is a personality type characterized by fluctuating between introverted and extroverted behaviors, often shifting dramatically depending on the situation or mood. Unlike ambiverts, who maintain a balance of both, omniverts, maybe it's ambivert that I was thinking of. I think it is, no, it's ambivert. It's ambivert. I'm not an omnivert. The situation does not dictate what I'm doing. Okay, ambivert, characterized by a balance of introverted and extroverted traits. Unlike introverts, who are energized by solitude. I wouldn't say I'm energized by solitude. And extroverts who gain energy from social interaction. I also don't know that I gain energy from social interaction, other than I do like to entertain people, which my wife finds exceedingly annoying and you guys find somewhat engaging. Ambiverts find a middle ground, feeling comfortable in both social and solitary settings. That's me. I'm comfortable by myself. I'm comfortable in a group. I can find, if it's a really large group, I can find the people I'm comfortable with, or I can just sit by myself and I'll be fine. I could literally, I told you, my wife and I went to the, whatever at the park, the food truck at the park yesterday. We just sat at a table by ourselves talking. We don't have to, you know, we're good. We're good. And solitary settings. They can adapt their behavior to different situations, often finding it easy to both lead and listen. Golly, that describes me. Often finding it easy to both lead and listen. That's the sentence right there. I have no problem leading. I have no problem leading when the situation calls for it. This is part of the sales thing too, right? A salesperson will lead whether the situation calls for it or not. Hey, I got the solution. Come on, get behind me. This is the solution, right? But if the situation doesn't call it for, I don't need to lead. But somebody else can lead, and I'm good with that. And they, you know, I can pipe in where needed. I'm good with that. So anyway. Do I have deployable cooling systems yet? And this is booming voice. Okay, let's get booming voice on here. I don't have booming voice. I got deployable cooling systems. Put it on there and do it. Okay. So I don't know if all that makes sense to anybody, but that's me. Hell, steal up. We're gonna put Palpatine in here. Palpy, Vader, Piet, Thrawn, and Mara. User1234, I totally hear you, man. You and I have had a lot of conversations here lately. Some really direct, by the way, User1234 is one of our Mod Squad members. Hey, welcome to the Mod Squad. Welcome to the stream. User1234. See, User1234, I think you've got that personality based on some of our conversations. I think you have that personality. So, and I can be wrong. I'm not saying I'm 100. I'm not saying I'm guaranteed I'm right. But I'm just. Where's the sound? Okay, I want to keep this landing these debuffs so that I can punch my turn meter here. Piet's just getting. Look at Piet. I actually don't want to end this. I need to get health steal up. No! Oh, he'll come back. There we go. Health steal up. All right. I didn't know Piet was going to do that. Health steal up. Nice. Oh, look at this. What's going on? Is this Mara Jade's doing? That was a lot of work. You're an introvert? All right, let's see. You guys, you know what? You're bringing up some good points. There are lots of ways to sell. I mentioned I was in sales for 15 years. I'm saying I'm not a natural salesperson. I was really bad at walking into an office and selling people on stuff. I was really bad at it. But I could build relationships. If I could have a sales relationship, if you hang with me, if you come with me and I tell you something is true, I'm not going to tell you something is true or good for you unless it absolutely is. And if there's something that may cause problems with that, I'm going to tell you about that also. And I don't know. Anyway. Maybe I was in different kinds of sales than you guys, and you know, that's entirely possible too. I had 1 or 2 really good years of success in sales, and the rest were either completely dead or I was, you know, just doing fine. So maybe I misunderstand sales. That's entirely possible. That's entirely possible. Where's my sound on this? Well, they went first that time. That's bad. Let's see if Pia can just keep going here. Not having Thrawn sucks. Nah, that didn't work. I gotta get my health steal up. Can I only do that once a day or something? Let's pump Palpatine's turn meter here. It's entirely possible I'm speaking out of hand about sales, but I did spend 15 years doing it, and I saw a lot of people doing it that were a lot better than me. Oh, come on, guys. There we go. Trust can overcome a lot of things. People might choose your product company over something better just because they trust you. Exactly. Let's say this. I build trust. That might be the way to put it. I build trust with the product. Maybe that's it. I build trust with the product itself. Good, bad, and different. I'll tell you all the ins and outs, the goods and bads of the product. The people that I saw that were really, really good at sales, they built trust with themselves. And then they just sold, and it didn't matter what the product was. The product had nothing to do with anything. That might have a lot to do with it. I build trust with the product that you're using, whereas I think a great salesperson builds trust with themselves and then just sells anything that's in front of them. How about that? Is that fair? Is that fair? Try this one more time. Let me, instead of, Thrawn was so good in there. Instead of Vader, let's put in a pre-taunt. That might help me a lot here. Oh, my short trooper's not good. We could put in a Sith trooper. Let's try this. Well, Caracal, that's okay. I appreciate you, buddy. Okay, I need to get a turn with Piet, and then we'll be off to the races here. Ah, he's not taunting anymore. Stop! Don't kill Thrawn! Okay. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, Piet lost it. Over to Sith Trooper. I can't put it on Sith Trooper. I don't want to put this on anybody. I could put it on Mara, maybe? I need Thrawn to get some turn here. Come on, Thrawn. There's Hellsteel up. Stuns. Back to Palpatine. I didn't get the cooldown that time. Oh, this is running. This ran really well the first time I did it, and it's not been that great since. There we go. That's 10 more. Who else is Hellsteel up that I'm not thinking of? That's how I usually run it. Balin Skull. I feel like Palpatine's the best one with the whole team getting it. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna sit on that for a little while. Yeah, then you just change. I've seen it over and over. I've seen really great salesmen that they just go to a different product and sell it. They've got buddies. I watched a guy, and this is God's honest truth. I sold telecom for 2 years. I did okay for a year, and then it all imploded. I watched a guy, 50-year-old guy, had a very basic understanding of really did not know the product at all. I mean, he was 50 years old back in like 2001. So we were selling T1s at the time and like splicing internet and phone off of it. He did not understand the product really. He had a very basic understanding. He sold constantly to so many people because he had so many business connections. The product had nothing to do with his sales. It was because it was him. Yeah. I feel like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm telling you, maybe I'll just say this is my experience with sales. How about that? 3 dark side clone troopers. We can do that with, I love Kylo Ren. Let's put him in here. So I'll just amend it and say, this was my experience of being a salesperson. People buy from people, not product. Yeah, I agree with you. It doesn't matter. I'm done. I'm out. You guys are good. I'm probably all you guys talking here are really good salespeople. How about that? And I understand what you're saying. So, how do you play Marvel Strike Force on a PC? BlueStacks is how I play it. Download BlueStacks. It's a Android emulator. I don't know how to do it with an Apple. People buy from people, not product. I get you. I get you. Yeah, I'll let it go. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think I'm a great salesperson. I understand what people say my personality would fit with sales. People have literally told me that my whole life. I did sales for a long time. I experienced okay success. I never experienced amazing success except 1 year. 1 year I had amazing success. A lot of that was due to the industry starting to implode. A lot of people left the team and I inherited a lot of accounts, just to be honest. Oh, Marvel Strike Force does have a web client. Good, that's smart. They should. You can't really do this stuff without having a web client anymore. You can't. Now, Strike Force is not a new game, so but you can't. If you're gonna launch a new game right now, a new Hero Collector or any mobile game, you gotta have a PC client, man. Without it, I don't know if you really got a game. I watched the old Dexter. I've not watched the new one. I'm kind of at the point where, like, I had a time in my life where my free time was spent watching Dexter and Breaking Bad and stuff. But now my free time is spent with you guys. And when I watch shows, it's usually something that my wife was also interested in. So she's not really interested in Dexter. We tried it, and it's not her bag, and I didn't think it would be. So I don't really watch Dexter much, so, anymore. I think I could do that again. Marvel Strike Force feels bad. Galaxy Heroes isn't a mobile game to you anymore. It feels bad on your phone. I don't have that experience. I play on my phone all the time. Just speaking from the previous conversation, when my wife is watching some show I'm not interested, I just break out the phone and I'm playing. I mean, I have to keep gaming to keep up with you guys. I'm gaming all the time. And I think that's about it for the Kylo. If I can get this one done, it'll be nice. Doesn't look like it, though. I think he's about to get knocked out. And there he goes. Yeah. All right. That was enough of that. I need to do some UFU work here. We still got 8 days left. I feel like I need to do the UFU work up here. In fact, let's just go up here and do it. I just don't think that I'm good at marketing stuff, guys. That's what I'm trying. That conversation's all started from nobody ever buys my merch. That's how that conversation started. I don't feel like I'm good at marketing merch or anything else. And this raising be better here. So, yeah. Surely I can do this on a different tier, but I need the No attackers. Can I get no attackers in there? No, raise an attacker. Darth Vader's surviving. 400 stacks of tar. We'll play around with this one here. I'm gonna do these UFOs here for a minute. Then we'll do Night Sisters maybe for the no attackers. Yeah, that's where the whole conversation started with nobody buys my merch. That's where that whole conversation got going. Because nobody does. I've never sold any merch. You feel like getting some channel meme merch? I've done that. I hate to tell you guys, I appreciate the feedback. I have done that. I've done channel meme. I've done it all. Hang on, I'll get it for you. Here. Go to the big screen here. Back when Cyrano was doing my art, Cyrano drew Chewie on a t-shirt. Chewie, Chewbacca, this is my dog. It's my dog Chewie. Cyrano drew him. Nobody bought this. Nobody. That was on my merch for over a year. Nobody touched it. Not one. Well, my kids I got some for my kids, okay? How about this? We have this really cool Kylo logo, which I thought this was really cool. I thought that was awesome. Not even a blink. Not even. I think I even actually brought out and said this is available on the store. Nobody touched that. This. Nobody touched this. This was not touched. Nooch2 angry. Nobody bought any of. Nobody buys my merch. Again, I think the problem is I'm not good at marketing, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not good at marketing and sales. I don't know how to sell this to you guys. Like, there's got to be a way I can sell this to you guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody buys my merch. And I'm not complaining at you right now. I'm just making a statement of fact that I appreciate the feedback that we could do memes, but it's been done. And not with like limited success. Not with like limited success. 0, 0, 0. So, there you go. I mean, if you guys can figure it out, and I've gotten lots of advice about stuff. I've had people ask me for specific things, like people have asked me for stickers, and people ask me for mugs, and people ask me for this and that, and I put them out there, and then nobody bought them. Like, people are like, if you make some Nooch2Gud stickers, I'll buy those. I did. No, nobody touched them. Not even the person that said they wanted them. So, bundle it with a Lightspeed bundle. Well, E-Man, you won that, though. You won that Chewie hoodie. That was a giveaway. That was a giveaway. Yeah, Ewok, you know, this is great. These tumblers that I've got now, I've been using these. These are great. It's just a straight up really nice tumbler. Check it out. Here we go. Ready? You have a cap? When did you buy a cap? A cap? I don't have a cap on the... When did you buy that? I know you... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you guys... Oh, Formula One. No. One cap for over... What do you guys... Oh, you're talking about Formula One? Oh, okay. I'm like... I think I have caps. Grrr, grrr. Side combo. Got it. So I know that my kids, for a while, were super into the Teddy Fresh merch. Like, they have a lot of that merch from back in the day when H3 was first getting going. So my kids have a lot of that Teddy Fresh merch. Mass Movies doesn't want to get shouted out again. Well, see, the thing is, Mass Movies, I've gotten those opinions before. So I made a whole... Okay, so then people said, man, it's just a big, gigantic Nooch2Gud across the front of your chest. Nobody wants to wear that. Make it smaller. So I made it smaller. I made a sweatshirt, a zip-up sweatshirt with that on there. I made a zip-up sweatshirt with Nooch2Gud on there. I made that. I made this. You guys see this all the time. 0. Maybe there's somebody out there that could make this work for me. So, I have 0 idea what the formula is. Like, it took me a while to get going on YouTube, because what I'm saying is I've gotten feedback before, and I've taken the feedback and I put it in place. The feedback was, do stuff like stickers that's a little cheaper, do a mug, do some socks, make the Nooch2Gud smaller. I've gotten all that feedback. But I had Ewok, yeah, I had those, and I could put hoodies on there all day long. I'll do it, and nobody will buy them. I appreciate, this is a great conversation. I really enjoy, you know what, guys, this is not facetious. There's nothing I enjoy doing more than talking about my business. And this is my business, and this is a part of the business that sucks. Like, really bad. Like, I don't even make $100 a year off of merch. So, and like with YouTube, I could tell right away, people were really, I wasn't getting a lot of views, but people really like what I was doing. Just 0. Maybe bundle a hoodie with a Mod Squad membership? Well, that's a different thing altogether, though. Yeah, I had that banner for years, Crazy Braz. I appreciate all the feedback, guys, and I hate to keep, I'm not trying to shoot you down. I'm just telling you the truth. I had that banner for years. It was through Spring, and that way it literally sat there for years doing nothing. I can't do it for a high council membership. Somebody could join for 1 month and then I spend more than that on a hoodie. I'm not doing that. Because I only get 70% of the memberships, you guys. I mean, yeah. This is a fun conversation for me. It really is a fun conversation for me. So, but yeah, I had that banner on my channel and under all my videos for at least 2 years with Spring, and the results were the same as they are now, just nothing. So maybe put the logo on the back of the zipper jacket. See, who gets excited? So if I put these logos on the back, who would buy that? I don't know. And guys, you know what? If I never sell another piece of merch again, I'm totally fine. I'm not even. I wasn't even like coming on trying to, suck you guys for information or figure that. This is not a problem I've been trying to solve. Honest, I have not been trying to solve this problem. I've got the merch available. If someone's interested in it, great. It's out there. You can go buy it. I don't view it as a problem on the channel. I just view it as something that's kind of a side thing that's out there. And I mostly keep the merch around for me to use to brand myself on YouTube. That's mostly what I use it for at this point. So done that too, King of Cards. I'm real. when I first launched it, I spent over a month coming on to like at least 1 or 2 videos a week and streams and saying, hey guys, I made a commercial. I made like a whole like plug-in commercial that I would just play in the middle of a stream for it was over a month. And it impacted activity none. Well, it got some people to go to the merch site, and got like 7 people went to the merch site and nobody bought anything. So right, mass movies, right. Yeah, exactly. I don't like that idea either. You know what, mass movies, I'm not yelling at you. You said the one thing I agree with entirely. The one thing here that's been said that I'm fully on board with is what mass movies just said. I'm gonna keep going with this. This is working. I'm knocking out this oof feat. Anyway, yeah, I'm not, I don't want to sit here and complain the whole time. It's kind of, I feel like I'm just whining, but I'm really not. As I said, if I never sell another piece of merch again, it's totally fine. I don't view it as an actual problem. I view it like if I was selling some, it'd just be a nice little extra. But I don't think I'm gonna go from 0 to like meaningful money anytime in the near future, right? There you go, Vaderade's on. You got the perfect name. I tried selling energy drinks when they were popular. No more selling for me, right? Yeah, that may be true too, Medi. I don't know. Maybe we'll go with a catchphrase. A catchphrase like Nooch2Gud. Would that be a catchphrase? I'm just asking. I mean, I got my, this is my buddy Cosmo's handwriting, by the way. Everything I've got is in my buddy's Cosmo's handwriting. I got him to write out greetings and hello there for me. But then when, anyway. You don't have to spam it, Medi. Everybody sees it. Yeah, I think that's a good point, Thomas Wake. It's like it's actual, and I have zero interest in designing a line of clothing. I will say that. My interest in designing a line of clothing or an actual brand, I have zero interest in it. That doesn't do anything for me. Maybe I can get Mrs. Nooch to do it. I don't know. We're all good at selling our soul to our job there at King of Cards. That's so, you want to put that on a shirt? As you go about your day, always remember Nooch2Gud. I'd say greetings and hello there. Fix your mods. Finish your farms. Well, finish your farms is kind of gone. I'm going to take this all the way down to 0 here, you guys. Ray is just stacking so much offense. We're wiping this out. And I'm trucking that global feat, right? Let's go check it and make sure I'm not doing something wrong here. Yeah, we had 0 and there were 1 on that a minute ago. I'm going to keep going with this. I should look and see if there's somewhere I can do it better. So anyway, I did not mean to have that conversation today. So I appreciate all the feedback, and I'm also not really trying to shoot anybody down. I appreciate you guys, you know, reaching out there and saying something and giving me ideas, but well, you're in luck, Twitch, Euphoemixy. It's right there. Go buy all of it. The people, and that's what people would do back in the day. Hey, if you had, like I said, hey, if you made some stickers, I'd buy those. So I made Nooch2Gud stickers. I put them on the site. So that's part of why that goes into the whole sales conversation. This has all been full circle. The designs just aren't special. No, just trust me. My designs are not. Yeah, I get you. I think a lot of influencers nowadays more like genuine fashion. Yeah, that's a good point. That's fair. Yeah, I'm not gonna make genuine fashion ever. That's not. But I got the impression that like Star Wars Theory sold a bunch of hats and stuff. And I don't look at his as being like super special design wise, his merch. It looks like it's just kind of, he puts an order 66 on a hat and then sells it. That didn't look very special to me. Maybe underrated, maybe that's the way to go. In 2014, 20, everybody saw merchant work really well. It was a huge trend. Fans, though, yeah. Merch through pro wrestling. Yeah, I hear you, Mass Movies, and that's where I'm, like I said, I'm not interested in making a big design. I'm just not gonna do it. So yeah, maybe I could design like a Teddy Fresh type of clothing line or something, or merchandise line. It's just zero. My interest in that is zero, so. Caps and beanies, yep, had them all. Had caps. So, I don't think the issue is, the issue might be the merch itself. I don't know what the root issue is, I should say. I don't know. This is not really my area. All right, no attackers. Let's try a Night Sister mirror here. We're exhausted. Who's our last one on Marin? Okay. No one wants to wear a shirt of a YouTuber who makes content. That's totally fair. I don't even know if Arnold sells any merch. I know he's got the crawl. I have no idea if he sells any of it. Yeah, maybe. I get that. That Star Wars series has a giant fan base, or he did have a giant. I don't think he has a giant fan base anymore. Tiziano, welcome to Nooch Padawans. Thanks for the support, my friend. See, during that whole conversation, Tiziano joined Nooch Padawans, and maybe 3 of you went to my merch site. It's fine. I'm really not worried about it. I'll tell you guys that I spend exorbitant amounts of my days, and I don't say this lightly. I spend exorbitant amounts of my days thinking about this channel and what I can do to improve and make the channel better and bring content and bring services. The merch absorbs very little of that thought process, and maybe that's part of the problem. It's just not something that I really have a passion for, I guess. Excuse me. I should stack up enough offense to end this here in a minute. See, Caleb doesn't want to miss the free views. Thanks, Caleb. Or King of Cards, sorry. Why did I say Caleb? Theories is much more general Star Wars. Oh, that's maybe true, too. That's maybe true. Yeah, maybe. It's fine. It's good. It's a fun conversation. Chat knows Nooch's sales skills better than him, and they're all VPs of marketing. That's not what anybody's saying. That's a over-exaggeration. Like the guy, you know, I made the video today about the white guy comment. Somebody said on there that what I had said in that video was that all white guys are bad at their job or something. Like, that's not even close to what I said. You're just overlaying your own thought process on there, or getting really offended at nothing. That's probably more the case. Yeah, we're eventually gonna have enough offense here, probably right here. Yeah, they're both gone. Now it's auto. I'm going to Superman on Monday, so Monday's my birthday, so I won't be streaming Monday. I don't normally stream Mondays anyway, but Monday's my birthday, so my wife and I are going to the big city, Springfield, Missouri, 170,000 people. We're gonna watch it on the IMAX. Darth Vader surviving. Kind of already used Darth Vader. Let's see if we can get some target practice. We can stack the crap out of... I already used my Bad Batch, too. Let's try it. They're at 60%. I don't think this is gonna work. Let's try it. Thanks, King of Cards. Look at all the target practice, guys. What do I do to get target practice? Well, it's not gonna matter because I'm dead. All right, we'll do that when our Bad Batcher. I don't know if I can get that done or not. Hey, have fun, Andrew. All right, we're gonna bail on this one. We'll go down here. Batcher surviving. I don't think I can pull that off. What do you guys think? I don't think I can pull off Batcher surviving. Is Batcher not a Galactic Republic? They're not even Galactic Republic? I guess not. I guess the Republic was dead. I don't think this is gonna work. Mythic, what's up, Mythic? How you doing? Oh wow, this is bad. We'll get rid of Sunfac, okay? Do this. Nope. Batcher did not survive. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, my Ray is 0%. I don't even think that would work, actually. I think somebody would shoot him before we got around to it. I guess I could put a bunch of tanks with Ray, maybe. But the Geos do AoEs, and I'm not doing 20 survive. I'm not gonna do... I'm not fighting 15 battles on non-Datacron nodes to get that done. That's all I'm saying. How you doing, Mythic? How's life? Stop at Buc-ee's? No thanks. No thanks. Evasion down, that's CLS. Inflict marked. Okay, evasion down, mark, Empire, that kind of used those guys already. Order 66 is not happening. Bad Batch are good at evasion down too, but we're gonna go with these guys. I do it with Old Ben because his basic does that. Let's see. Beaver has a Maul trick for... I don't have Maul ready to go, though. Although somebody was telling me I don't even need his Zetas, and I don't... I mean, I can do it without Zetas. No, that didn't do me any good. Old Ben is not helping. Well, there he did. He countered.
Hey, over here.
Gotta get rid of Yoda here. They are only attacking Old Ben, nobody else. He's dead.
My goodness.
I love Superman. Yeah, I love Superman. Quick little story. When I was in college, my first comic books were New Teen Titans, so I was a DC guy back in the day. But my dad loved, like, my dad grew up with, like, George Reeves on TV. You know, my dad loved Superman. But I love Superman. And so when I was in college in the early 90s, that's the 1990s, folks, the 1900s, I did not have a VCR to watch anything with, so I went to, you're gonna think this is crazy. You guys are gonna think this is crazy. I went to the local video store and I rented a VCR and I rented Superman the movie, the original one with Christopher Reeves. And I had a 13-inch black and white TV. 13-inch black and white TV, rented a VCR, put Superman in, watched it. And you know, the first half of the movie is all his origin, and then when it goes to the Fortress of Solitude, and I'm getting chills talking about it, and the camera's at a wide angle, and Superman is standing off in the distance, little tiny black and white TV, and the music starts playing. Bum, 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 bum. John Williams is a genius. John Williams is a genius. Bum, bum, bum. And then he takes off and starts flying toward the camera. My whole body like melted down. I'm so glad that music is back for this movie because John Williams is a genius. And every movie that you love the music in is John Williams. I mean, it is crazy how much he's in those. Crazy. Oh, you like the James Gunn Superman? Well, that's good. How do you find Superman boring? I love virtue, I guess. You don't. Oh, I gotta use basics here, right? King of Cards, welcome to Nooch Padawans, my friend. Thank you for your membership. Today I've sold 2 memberships and 0 merch. I need a basic with Jar Jar here. He's not gonna get turned. Have I hit 1 death mark even? Okay, basic Jar Jar. There we go. I should have been doing more basics. That's my fault. Did I not get death mark there? They had more. I feel like I had to get it there. What's up with Mythic? Mom's been having some health issues. I'm sorry. Yeah, good luck to your mom. I get it. I get it. My wife doesn't like James Bond. I've told you that story before. Yeah, good luck to you. Yeah, I got 0 marked there. Let's. That's death mark. What am I doing? I'm trying to get death mark. I'm talking too much, guys. Hold on. Hold on. You don't like Indiana Jones? Oh, no. I don't want to hear. I'm not reading that comment from Mass Movies. I don't want to hear anything. I want to go into a movie clean. I mean, I know who Clark Kent is. I know the deal, but I want to go into the movie clean. I thought it was funny when, on the Graham Norton show, when they were, I want to make this last. When they were talking to Henry Cavill, and they're like, yeah, everybody could recognize you without glasses. He's like, well, to test that out, I went and stood in Times Square with a big Superman shirt on at the time of the premiere, and nobody noticed. He's like, nobody stopped, nobody talked to me, like nobody paid attention to me. So it's like, well, maybe nobody, I don't know. Maybe glasses is all it takes because nobody pays attention. Trying to get more marks with Revan here if I can. Wow. Superman was the first great Superman. That is absolutely true. 100% true. And in fact, the trailers, which trailers back then are nothing like trailers now, but the trailers were like, you will not believe it. You will believe a man can fly. That's what the trailers were. You'll believe a man can fly. Can I squeeze one more out of this, you think? I don't think so. Nah, we've stacked too much offense. Thank you, Mythic. I appreciate that. Best of luck to your mom. You know, who was I talking to yesterday? Oh, one of my good friends. His parents in their 80s, and mom's got an infection of some. I can't remember what it's from. And it's like when you're in your 80s and you get an infection, you better be on that stuff, man. And even if you're on it, you know, you're in your 80s, and so some of his stuff was up in the air right now because he's dealing with that with his mom. And I of course wish the best for him. He's one of my best friends in the entire world. But yeah, when your parents get in their 80s or older, which, you know, Mythic, your parents might be older than their 80s. I don't know. If they get sick or they're having trouble, you got to take care of that stuff, man. I'm gonna basic this. I'm gonna drag this out as long as I possibly can. Yeah, if you're old and you fall, yeah, my grandpa has actually fallen a few times. He's 97. I don't know how he's. I don't know. He'll be 98 in 2 months? Wow. I wonder if I can squeeze Piet in there. I know he's low on stamina. There's two. Voluntary Vanguard. The one that... I don't even know if I've got that. I hate looking, too. I hate this. Which one is Voluntary Vanguard? We don't know. Yeah, I always forget to grab it. Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it. It's fine. I am going to mark Anakin once and put it on auto. Yeah, my grandpa's kind of a horse, honestly. Jedi Knight Revan taking his time this time around. Okay, now we're just gonna auto this. I think the challenge with DC in general, and this was a good conversation that somebody was having recently that I saw, like Marvel doesn't do secret identities, and I never really thought about it, but aside from Spider-Man, they don't really have secret identities over there very much, if at all. And but DC is all about secret identities and secret lives, and I just don't know how well that plays, you know, anymore. Or when you're looking at, like, because we don't want our movies to be realistic per se, but you want to have some ability to engage in a movie at some kind of moderately real level, right? I don't know. I think I do one more and I think we'll be out of energy. Mark Anakin and auto it. Now, Shorn of Crack, thank you for your Prime subscription. Sorry if I missed that. I don't know how long ago that was. 13 minutes. Sorry if I missed you. Hopefully you're still here. I missed that. Since I took the sound off the Prime... Hang on a second. I took the sound off the subs a while ago because it was like when we would get gifted a bunch, it would just... The sound was just dominating the stream. So I kind of miss those sometimes. Sorry about that, Nashorn off Crack, but I appreciate you. Nashorn on Crack, is that... Thunderbolts didn't kill it, but Thunderbolts was good. It was better than the stuff they've been making. You know, it all goes away at some point. I mean, cowboy movies were the most popular movies in America for decades. And then they faded out, and then you got... I don't know what you call... We had action movies in the 80s. Those have kind of faded. Everything comes and goes. Everything in its time. I don't think I've got Empire here. King of Cards, welcome aboard! We'll just sim. If I got any energy left, I'll just sim this. I don't. Okay, that's what I thought. Let's work those data crowns here, boys and girls. I'm trying to get everything to level 5. Ooh, it's almost all at... Oh, no, that's the previous one. Oh, dang it! Trying to pump everything to level 5 here, and then we'll deal with level 6 later. I just don't have a lot of the characters that are at the higher levels of this, so I kind of hold off on those a little bit. This account is on the verge of converting into just an endgame account where we just go and farm everything when it comes out. We're on the verge of doing that here very soon. I'm not that far from Lord Vader right now. I'm really not. I got Dooku Relic 8. I got Padme's Relic 5. She needs some Relic level, but we're not that far from Lord Vader. I got to get Gas's Zetas on him, but geez. And I got a lot of mod work to do. I have a lot of mod work to do on this account. Oh, that's a whole... Look at that thing. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Anyway. All right, let's do some free views. Oh, let me grab my rewards here. I think the merch comment, I think the best comment was people that are selling merch now are like designing an entire merchandising line that's kind of maybe tied to the channel, but not this. I don't know. Like I could have ends going up and down this. I don't even know. I have no vision for that kind of thing. I have no marketing vision for designing merch. Zero. I could just wear crap around the house all the time. I don't think Hollywood has no new ideas. I mean, Quentin Tarantino's, every one of his movies is a new idea. There are people that have new ideas, but yeah, it's always been true that Hollywood executives are going to go with what's proven rather than taking a chance. It's always been true. And people have had to fight. The original Star Wars was an immense struggle to get made. An immense struggle to get made. All right, let's spend some names. Oh, come on. Get those off my screen. This is their, like, help video, and I don't need it. I don't know why it does that. I don't want it. Okay. Let's spin 3 names now. We'll probably do 6 of these here. Do 2 sets of 3. Whoa, am I lagging? This website has me lagging. Really? Really? What do we got? J-Dog, Mad Dog. All right, sure. Lord Helmet, next GL. Lord Dark Helmet. Yeah, that was a good story too at Train Arrow. I had never heard that Lucille Ball was the one that got behind the original Star Trek with Gene Roddenberry. That's crazy. To Bolentout. And I wasn't there, but imagine the struggle that Lucille Ball had to get a show where she was the lead on the show. Imagine that struggle in 1950, whatever. And we got Navik.v. I love new names. Okay. Come back to that in a minute. Put these guys up here. J-Dog, Mad Dog. Let me go tag them. Hold on. Those are here. It's more like I wasn't here for like 5 minutes, so get that link for him. All right. These guys are winning roster reviews. Let's pull up and take a look at J-Dog's ally code. There it is. (657-895-5996). What's that's not right. Not 895-996. All right, J-Dog, Mad Dog, right there. We got a CLS starting team. We got Executor at 4 stars, Carbonite 2. Let's pull that mod score. .74, nothing exciting there. There is the roster. Guess the Galactic Power, everybody! The winner gets a virtual round of applause. Frederick Egan, one of our High Council members. Let's play it now so you don't forget it. We salute our High Council members. We salute all of our members. Good to see you, Frederick. Wrong button. There we go. Yes, we increased user 1234. We did his mod squad work yesterday. Went up by half a point just in one day and working his mods. Okay. Eric Westokins apologizing for being late. Well, I appreciate it. Hey, Jay. All right, guys, the time is up. The guesses are in. Let's take a look. We are at $2.839 million. Let's see. We got 3.6, 3.1, 2.35, 2.8 from Ken Lucier. That's going to be tough to overcome. Crazy Braz, you're too late. You're way behind with the 2.8. It's going to be Ken Lucier. Is Ewok in there? Ewok didn't guess. Neither did user 1234 because they just nail everything. Let's get that mod score registered. 0.74, 0.74. Okay, new roster. Good stuff. I'm glad it's new. And the Galactic Power, 2.839771. All right, so that's going to be, I think it's going to be a slightly below average mod score. At 3 million, maybe even more than slightly. Yeah, these are all 1.72, so you're like a third of where you need to be on the mods. So we got to pick up the pace of the mods. It's time to go to your closet, you know, turn the lights off, and touch your mods. So we got to work on the mods. And what was his comment here before I move forward? Currently going for SLKR, then Jabba, looking for advice on side characters to be able to increase income through all game modes. I'm gonna let chat answer that. What are some side characters you can build up in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes to increase income in all game modes? Because our channel is about 50% about those characters. Great question. Great. I love the question. I love it. Executor here at 4 stars. Let's take that thing to 7 stars as soon as you can. Hoard those crystals, save them up. Cad Bane needs to be relicked. Not much going on there. Nothing going on there. So yeah, your fleets outside of Executor really don't exist, and that's a problem. You got to have that secondary fleet, whether that's going to be the main secondary fleets would be your Galactic Republic, which you can use with Endurance until you get the Negotiator on board, and or your Separatist fleet. So the Separatist fleet here, so you should be getting get to currency from territory battles. If you want a team there, Geos are one team that can build you up. Yep, everybody's telling you in chat right now what to farm. Geos are a team that gets you into a guild doing Geonosis territory battles. Maybe you're in one already without having Geos. I haven't looked at your roster yet. Well, you got Geos. Your Geos are okay. A Malevolence fleet and or a Galactic Republic fleet to complement your Executor. Executor doesn't stand by itself. You need more fleets on the roster than just the one for Grand Arena and other purposes as well. So it looks like a straight up Executor rush, which I fully support. Now we're farming Jedi Knight Luke, and we're going for Jabba, and we're going for SLKR. And we bought an SLKR bundle because they're all Relic 6. I think the rest of this was just farmed. And so, yes, the teams we're looking at to influence your income in the game are going to be Imperial Troopers. This team is just fine right here. If you get them all geared up, you might be able to get through Challenge Tier 3 of Rebel Roundup and Forest Moon Assault battles with these guys if the speed is right, which I don't think it's going to be. That's a slow Piet. So you're probably not getting that done. Another way of doing the Forest Moon Assault battle, which we're gonna demo here next month again, is to farm Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando. Put them in the back row. You would for sure, you probably don't even have to add any gear levels, those guys. You would for sure get to Challenge Tier 3 on the Forest Moon Assault battle with this roster the way it is with Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando. Other teams we look at would be Phoenix for 2 assault battles. Now, Phoenix can only get through like Challenge Tier 1, maybe sometimes Challenge Tier 2 of Secrets and Shadows. And I think same thing for Military Might. You could probably get through both Military Mights and Secrets and Shadows to Challenge Tier 1 with this team right here. Maybe it's close. We'll be testing that out in the coming weeks as well. We're talking about assault battles now. You want to get income? Assault battles. You can probably get Challenge Tier 1 of the Places of Power assault battle. And you're really not doing anything with the Ground War assault battle with this roster. So that would be a Jedi Knight Revan. If you want to have everything pay off for assault battles, you want to farm Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan, which was said in chat. Go get Jabba, which you're working on. That's how you do your mods. And Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan at Relic 7 also get you a bunch of relic materials for the rest of your Star Wars Galaxy Heroes career. Another great farm that will do that for you in the immediate and coming future, Night Trooper, Death Trooper Pridia, and Captain Enoch. Night Trooper is double shard farmable now. Death Trooper Pridia and Captain Enoch will be double shard farmable pretty soon. You get those farmed up to gear 7 stars. You get them into their relic levels, relic level 7. Again, another great assault battle and another way of getting mods on your roster. The other assault battles are going to be Jedi with Jedi Knight Luke and Jedi Knight Revan on the team. You can fill in the other ones, so go get Jedi Knight Revan. We're gonna get and that's for ground war, for the places of power. Just go watch my farming guide. It's all there. Let me pull it up here. It's all right there. That's it. Now, also on your roster, I saw some other stuff to work on. You could get your Traya team up. Traya, Savage, Nihilus, Scion. That would be a really good team for you to have in Grand Arena. Get that Omicron on Traya. You already got it on Savage. Great Grand Arena team. And can get you through Challenge Tier 1 of the places of power. Maybe Challenge Tier 2. I haven't tested it yet. But yeah, that's everything you got to work on to get value out of the roster. You already got the Executor. Get it to 7 stars. Eventually, you're going to want to get the Leviathan, but you're on, I'm going to say this, you're on the right track here, but you've got to work on your mods. Your mods need a lot of work. Your mods need a lot of work. So go watch Mods 101. Just start grinding your mods. It's all about the grind. Grind, 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 grind. And there you go. Without Jedi Knight Revan, how far can you get in this ground assault? I think you can get through Challenge Tier 2 with the right team mix. But without Jedi Knight Revan, even if you have Jedi Knight Luke in the lead, I don't think that... without Jedi Knight Revan, I don't think you can get through Challenge Tier 3. But you can get through Challenge Tier 2 with the right mix, I think. Can't find it because I'm doing the wrong thing. All right, let's take a look at Tibolinth out here. By the way, guys, we're going to be testing all of these assault battles once again here on the channel. We're going to be testing out, in the coming month, we'll be testing out Phoenix on Secrets and Shadows. Actually, that's next week. Secrets and Shadows and Military Might. Phoenix testing next week. Next month, I think, will be the month for both Forest Moon and Rebel Roundup. We'll do some Traya testing eventually in the places of power and ground. You know, we'll be doing a lot of testing here in the coming days and weeks and months on our accounts here. So stay tuned. Used Ezra. How'd that work? Because you can clear buffs. Big Meech recommends not selling all your mods. If there's anybody you're gonna listen to about not selling all your mods, it's Big Meech. How's that going, Big Meech? Are you building that thing back up? All right, this is Tibolinth out. He's got crazy names all over the place. Tibolinth out, Simple Worm. There's the front page. Jabba, Bronzium 3, 5-star executor. Let's pull his mod score here. .13, 5.85. Daniel D has gifted 10 memberships. Oh my goodness. We are making it green, boys and girls. Daniel D coming in hot. Make it green. Ugh. Thank you for the membership gifts, my friend. You are appreciated. 5.13, 5.85, not a big gap. 400 mods on the roster. There's the front page. It is time to guess the galactic power, everybody. Are mods okay? Question mark. And Galactic Republic Fleet or Leia first? Question mark. There it is again. For those looking for the squad GP, I know user 1234 is looking for that. Blur. Thanks, Daniel D. All right, guys, here we go. The time is up and the guesses are in. Let's take a look here at Simpleworm slash Tibolentout. 4 million, almost on the nose. Almost on the nose. All right, let's see here. 3.9 from user 1234. I'm telling you guys, if you ever wanted to Price is Right anybody in this game, you should Price is Right user 1234 and or Ewok. Crazy Braz was within 440. You know what, Crazy Braz? That's a showcase showdown right there. That's a showcase showdown guess right there. A little bit of RNG at the GG phase. Yeah, that's the phase. Getting stunning heal block with Ezra is pretty free. Cool. Let's get this mod score entered here. That's going to be a good mod score. He asked 5.13, 5.85. Aha, we did a free view back in the day, and the mods have greatly improved. That's what I love to see. I love to see improvement. 4,846,000. I like to see that I'm actually making a difference, you know, that the things I say actually mean something. So you dedicate this win to Allie? Wow. Jeez. Look at you, Allie. Crushing it. 4 million, 5.85. That's a good mod score. Yep, you're more than double the average mod score. Let's go look at it on the graph. 4 million, 5.85. That's it. Standing all by itself right there. One of the top 10 mod scores under 6 million that we've seen. Nice mod score. Nice job. That's really well done. I'm curious to see if we got a free-to-play account here, or what would you say? He said Leia or Galactic Republic Fleet first. Let's look here first. That's looking good. Gotta get that 7-star Executor. TIE Defender, not really. Well, let's think about it. To finish your Galactic Republic Fleet, you gotta get your Y-Wing up. You'll have to get a bunch of relics on here, and you'll have to relic your Bad Batch to really make it work right. I like that fleet. Good job. The fleets look good. Fleets look good. Jabba looks good. Poncho Bros look good. I may weep. What a beautiful, beautiful 4 million account this is. Let's all just soak it in. Let's see, do we have Imperial Troopers? That's good enough to do a lot of work. That's good enough to do a lot of work. Garsak's Imperial Super Commando kind of behind, coming in there. Phoenix doing some work. So a lot of stuff on this account doing a lot of work. $189 speed. This your account? 23, 23, 23, Oh, that's just that. Those 226 have got to go, or either get rid. No, that's fine. This roster is a thing of beauty. This roster is a thing of beauty. Really well done. Really, I have nothing but good things to say. Everything you're doing is right. Leia or Galactic Republic fleet first is the question. Get those pretty pals when they're all double shard farmable. If you want to do the Galactic Republic fleet right, you're gonna have to relic up your Bad Batch. You're gonna have to relic, and I think this is, I think it's a free-to-play account. I could be wrong. The free-to-play account. So, or close to it. So if you want to do the Galactic Republic fleet right, you're gonna have to relic your Bad Batch, and I don't know. That seems like a dicey situation to me. Go get Leia. Why? If you want to work on the, go get Leia first. Work on the Galactic Republic. How's that? Is that fair? Oh, excuse me. You're disgusting. I love this roster. That's it. That's it. Some fun stuff to work on for you would be your Treya team. That team is gonna just be a banger when it gets to relics in Grand Arena. Get your Phoenix team up, you know, to relic levels. That's going to be in your Leia farm as well. God, I just really love it. Jedi Master Luke should not be that difficult for you. Maybe get those Imperial Troopers up a little bit. So yeah, nice. That's a nice account. That's a nice account. Navik V, let's get that ally code here. All right, Diacidal, Diacidal. 278369184. Okay, we got Carbonite 2. We got #1 in Fleet Arena with the Executor. We got CLS in the lead. What's that mod score look like? .91, 3.87. Oh, that's just too big. 390 mods on the 395. So there's your mod score. There's your front page. Guess the galactic power, everybody. I actually agree with you, Caleb. Leia is so much better than Jedi Master Luke. That's a hot take. It doesn't take that much longer. Oh, here we go with Crazy Braz again. It doesn't take that much longer to get Leia up over Jedi Master Luke, and she is light years better than Jedi Master Luke. Light years. Crazy Braz, using that formula we were talking about yesterday, is that what's happening? I think it's singular, Kayla. Yeah, there you go. I didn't see who anybody was asking, but appreciate that. All right, guys. The time is up. The guesses are in. What do we got? 4.521 million. The guesses are, let's see here. Crazy Brad said 4.469, but Ken Lucier trumped him at 4.5. Ken Lucier wins. Guys, there is a formula. There is a formula based on the squad GP. Okay? I don't know exactly how it works. It seems to be something like take the squad GP times 2 minus 20% or something like that. Because this would be 5.42. 20% of that, if we take 80% of that, it's going to be right around something like that. Don't quote me, But people are using a formula to come up with these galactic powers now. It's a new thing. It's a new thing. Did you guess, user? You didn't, so you stayed out of that one. All right. There's a message for you, Johnny PR. I appreciate you asking. Everybody's on it. Welcome aboard, Johnny PR. Good to meet you. All right, let's take a look at the question here. Working on Jabba, then Malik, and raid characters as I go. All right, well, I like the sounds of that. Malik. Not a lot of people will say they're working on Malik, but I like working on Malik. All right, so we got the executor there. Good. Nothing there without exec, defender, and interceptor. We're under construction here. That's maxed out, and that's good. Under construction. Last two rosters, good job. Oh, I gotta get the mod score registered. Let's do that. Last two rosters, I really like your fleets at the 4 million. I really like those fleets in the 4 million range. A lot. A lot. A lot. My nose is itching, guys. 2.91, 3.87. Mod's not quite as good as last time. There we go. Another Freeview participant from last time. Again, look at the improvement. Look at the improvement. 2.91, 3.87. Huge improvement. I feel like we're doing something right around here with all the improvement. 4521715. I love it. I know for a lot of you guys that watch a lot of roster reviews, I say, you know, there's information that's on repeat, right? About mods and Jabba and Poncho Bros, but I think a lot of people don't get the chance to listen to every single roster review. They just come on and check their own. And then that's why I kind of repeat it for them, because like you may not have heard the last 5,000 roster reviews I did, but if you hear this one that's for you, I need to make sure I'm telling you what to do. That's why I repeat a lot of the similar stuff all the time. So this person worked on their mods and had great improvement on the mods. All right, so 4.5 million, 3.87. That's going to be not a bad mod score. 4.5 million and 2.9. So it's an above average mod score. So well done again. Not as good as last. Two rosters in a row. I really like the ships. I really like the mods. I love the Poncho Bros. There's a cup on this roster. We got Jedi Revan. We're working on Malik. We got Revan bundles. We have Gear 12 Treyas on both. I just like these rosters. You're working on raid characters as you go. Let's take a look. Okay, well, you got, you know, Tarkin can solo that first tier. You could probably do something with these three guys in that second tier. I think Bad Batch are doing okay now. I don't know if they're gonna do this since they're like fixing they're patching their whatever was going on with them. Like the Bad Batch are getting their final tier bonuses all the way through. So you know what? Again, I don't have a lot of suggestions here. This is a really well put together roster. What are my thoughts on hot utils? I've never used hot utils. A lot of people have, and a lot of people swear by it. For $10 a month, if you want to spend that to get your mods on, we've gone in a lot of times, and I don't know the settings on hot utils because I've never used it. And I do see that when I see hot utils mods, if you don't pick the right settings, a lot of times it'll roll with mods that don't really match up very well on your characters. So I don't really have a vouch or I'm kind of neutral on hot utils. I definitely would support the person that's designed it, because to design something like that takes a lot of work. But I've seen good and bad with the mods from hot utils. So, you know, I think you build your own filters in there, right? Where you say you want stuff where you want it all to match up or not or whatever. Datacron farming on this roster is better than the last one, so I just like it. Your trade team could use some work. Get Jedi Knight loot. Get your Jabba. I like the Poncho, bro. I like everything. Yeah, then go get Leia. I love the Leia after that. So this is really nice. Two really nice rosters. And Navik, both these last... here's... All right. All right. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs of all ages, you're about to get a strong pitch for yours truly and why it's worth it to pay for roster reviews. At whatever level you want them, from the $10 level up to the $150 level. It's worth it to pay for rosters. These last two rosters are farming along tremendous farming paths. I mean, they're doing great stuff, and their mods have improved by leaps and bounds, and they are having fun playing the game, and they have a greater understanding of the game now than before they got their free views back in January. And when you look at their rosters back in January to where they are now, the improvements and the things they've done are incredible. The things we talk around here make sense for all rosters. I really like what's happening here. Building up those Imperial Troopers, I just like it. I like it. That's a really good point from Ewok. Hot Utils, if you want to remod your entire roster, Hot Util is a great way to go. And then you can go in and, so if you pay Hot Utils to just do the whole roster, and then you come in and you just make some tweaks and changes to stuff you want to fix. That's not a bad way to look at it. That's a good point. I wish the game had a full roster loadout save. I've said this before. If you had a loadout save for that, you could just pop in there for Grand Arena, a loadout save, like a Grand Arena loadout save for your whole roster, a TB for your whole roster, a TW for your whole roster, and I don't know what else, generic. Give us the whole roster loadout save. And also that would help you that, like for me, I will only, I'm not remodding for Grand Arena, TBT. I'm just not doing it. If I did that, I'd have no fun playing the game. But I do remod, you guys have seen me do this, for journeys and events. Well, journeys basically. I'll remod for journeys. I'll remod for assault battles. Those are things you do once and you're done, one and done, right? So I'll remod for those. If I had an ability to save my roster before I started doing, started those journeys and assault battles, I could save the whole roster, and then I'd feel much freer to go in and work on my, change up my mods throughout there, and then just click the button to send it all back to normal at the end. As it is now, I gotta save each character. And by the way, the current system is light years of improvement on the old system where you couldn't even do that. So it's a big improvement, but yeah, one big roster save would be great. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Is this your roster? Oh, this is your roster. I didn't pick up on that. Any Omicron? You have 200 Omicrons. Very nice. Got the Padawan Obi-Wan one. Wampa's there. Looking through for characters that need Omicrons. I didn't put the names together. Mace Windu has some fun TW Omicrons. If you have, I don't think you have a team to go along with them though. You could you don't have Queen. I mean, maybe Mace Windu for TW. You want my thought? Captain Rex is not a bad one for Grand Arena. That's a pretty good one for Grand Arena. Juhani for TW with a Starkiller team though. You don't have Starkiller. Here's my advice on those Omicrons. Oh, you got the Poggle the Lesser. That's good. Hera's a really good TW Omicron. Captain Rex's Omicron is good for Grand Arena. And then maybe Mace Windu, maybe. But here's my thoughts on your Omicrons. You're at 4.5 million. You're starting to play Proving Grounds right now. I would maybe just hold on to those Omicrons, and you can apply them like as you work, because you're working on Poncho or Pretty Pals here. Pretty Pals has some Omicrons that are pretty good for, I think, Grand Arena, right? He's got Poggle. So, Master Qui-Gon, possibly, if you, I think you have a Qui-Gon one. Maybe these guys, but it hurts nobody, because here's what starts happening. Where you are in the game, here's what starts happening. You're gonna be slowly unlocking these Proving Grounds characters, and starting with Boba Fett, Cyan, Django, they all need 3 Omicrons. So when you get Ben Solo down the road, when you get Darth Malgus down the road, when you get Terran Malicos down the road, brain failing, brain leaving, what's her librarian? Jocasta Nu down the road. When you get these, and there's more that I'm missing. When you get them, they need Omicrons. When you unlock Reva and the Inquisitor, don't put Omicrons in all the Inquisitors except for Grand Inquisitor. You know, so it's not gonna hurt you to hoard some Omicrons. I really believe it was not gonna hurt you to, yeah, Ewok. I'm with Ewok. You do have some characters you can add them to. We've named those characters, but it would not hurt you to sit on them, because as you move into the mid to late game, Omicrons come into play a lot more. And that's when you want to have them on hand. And that's my thought process. We're gonna do a few more free views here. I'm gonna pee before, I need to take a quick break. I have it here, I don't. Just a quick break for me, guys. While I'm taking that quick break, we'll put this up here for you. If you have yet to download Raid Shadow Legends, now is the time, boys and girls. I'm still having I've been doing some grinding on Raid Shadow Legends here on my phone while we've been, it's right there. While we've been playing this game, you can grind it on auto. It's a really fun, a really engaging game. I haven't played a lot of gacha games over time, but it's a really fun and engaging gacha game. I like the characters design. I like the fact that the kits are pretty simple. You can download with the QR code there. There's a link in the description for this video. You're gonna get 3 legendaries if you start now. With my code, you'll get Karato there. He'll be your first legendary. Use the code. What is the code? It's Demon Slayer. You'll get Tholan Falbeard. That's in the message in the description. And Lemonisi is an event going on. They're just giving you a legendary Lemonisi right now. So download Raid Shadow Legends with the QR code. I'd appreciate you. Support the channel here. They're sponsoring the channel. So the longer we keep them as a sponsor, the better off the channel's doing, the better off all of us are as a community. I'm just going to pee. It's just give me 1 minute and I'll be right. I'm going to fill up my tea too. I'm going to fill up my tea and pee, and that rhymes, and I'll be right back. Alrighty then, we are back. We are back to spin some more names. I got a fan I keep under the desk when I get warm or something. You know, I'm wearing sweatshirts here and I turn it on anyway. Nobody cares. Good conversations, guys. Okay, let's get these final ones pulled here. The final wieners pulled. Where are we? Here we go. 3 more roster view winners getting spun. We're spinning the wheel. We're spinning the wheel. It's spinned. Would you recommend upgrading Yoda or Palpatine? Yes. Buddha? Kinda Buddha. Buddha with 2 H's. Haven't seen that before. 74. Person sounds like they're kind of my age. Next one. It's not gonna work that way, Allie Gal. I think you have to... Allie, when do you go back to school? We're gonna miss you on streams sometimes. I know you make a bunch of them, but... Iron Turdy? Really? Iron Turdy. July 6, 1943? I don't know, is that what that is? Iron Turdy, that sounds painful. Oh my god. Maybe mix some fiber in with that iron, you know what I mean? Like, let's get that turdy a little, maybe fiber turdy might be a way to go. September, wow. New York's late. Pro 113888. All right, let me pin these guys on Discord. That's the wrong button. At boo. There we go. At Iron Turdy. That's Iron Noble. Okay. And then at Pro 113. All right. All right. Let's get the first one up here. Those are some really nice rosters, those last couple. Do as I say, not as I do in Fleet Arena, by the way. I'll say that again. Okay. Buddha. Five 94945 There is Buddha's front page. Thawns Throp. Jedi Master Luke, Profundity, Chromium 4. Let's pull that mod score. I don't know what that was all about. I don't know what that was all about. 3.86, 6.11. That's a pretty well established. Squad GP is right there. About 1,000 mods on the roster or close to it. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Guess the Galactic Power. I almost clicked on it. Oh, it's sorted. Alrighty, the time is up and the guesses are in. Let's take a look. 7.8 million. 7.8 million is what we got. Guesses are 8.5, 7.74 from Caleb. And Caleb's gonna be the wiener. Let's see what we got here. What's the request? Where'd it go? Okay, just finished executive to 5 stars, close to Jabba. Wonder whether to focus on Leia or Leviathan next. Should have Malgus in about 4 months. Ah, sounds like a Leviathan focus to me. Let's get that mod score on here. 3.86, 6.11. Ah, wrong button. First time review. That's a pretty good mod gap for being like not a super old account. I don't know. 7858717. All right, 7.8 million, 6.11. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, it's an above average mod score. That's an above average mod score. All right. Yeah, what was the, that was 4.53. So if you take 9 at about 80%, that's 7.2 million. Close. Anywho, all right. There's that 5-star executor. There's profundity. If you are 4 months away from Darth Malgus and Fury Class Interceptor, this is your farm. Is my face not lit up enough? That's actually much better. I don't think I had that light bright enough. When electricity reset, I had to, anyway. This is your farm. If you are 4 months out from Darth Malgus and or Fury Class Interceptor, the Leviathan is your farm. And that's pretty much a period across the board. Looking good. Almost there. Yeah, it all looks good besides that. So yeah, Leviathan. Now you got Rey, Kylo, and Luke close to Jabba, they say. Yeah, you are close to Jabba. Except Kersantin and Embo. Well, Embo's not required. Kersantin. Hopefully you got some Kersantin shards sitting there not activated. Poncho Bros look good. Calvin Beck looks pretty good. So Jabba's next. I would, yeah, you're Revan. I'm focused on Leviathan and then Leia. That's what I'm doing here. You don't want to do this stuff. Like, don't add Zetas to these characters that are... This one's okay. Zori is still pretty low. That's a pretty low gear level to have Zetas on Zori, but Zetas on characters that are at purple gear levels are generally not a good idea because you're not going to use them for anything. Just save the Zetas for later. Padme at gear 10 with 2 Zetas. You are getting less usage out of those Zetas if you are sitting on them than with them sitting on a character you're not using. That's a thought I have here as I look at it. That's, yeah, just hold them. Just hold those Zetas. Looks like it's a free-to-play or mostly free-to-play account. I think this is an old, aged, and this might be a bundle. I'm not gonna be able to tell here. Yeah, I am gonna be able to tell. No, I'm not. I don't know. I mean, it's not really that important. That's a bundle for sure. So I'm gonna say Kylo's a bundle. I think it's just an old account they maybe started taking seriously because they bought Lightspeed bundles. And I'm gonna say your mods are good. Your mods are good. It's Leviathan and then Leia Organa. That's what you're farming. And then on from there. But don't add these Zetas to characters at purple gear levels. It just generally isn't very good. And farm some data crowns. Hey, Ron. That's awesome, dude. Keep it up, dude. Very nice. Let's do the next one here. Getting in a little bit of a hurry at the moment. Iron Turdy. Is that what time it is for when you gotta get... What time did Iron Man go to the dentist? Iron Turdy. What time did Tony Stark? Did you hear what happened when Tony Stark ate too many burritos? Iron Turdy. No, it's not working. Iron Noble. The Noble's got the people working in the turdy fields. I need to just let it go. I need to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't want to hurt anymore. Let it go. Alley Gal, I know you're all over that question from King of Cards. I know you're all over that. 0.59, 0.66, Squad GP 2.08. I know what I'm guessing. What are you guys guessing? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Actually, it's this. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Buddle-a-doo, buddle-a-doo, daddle-a-doo, da-doo-doo, daddle-a-doo, daddle-a-doo, daddle-a-doo. Sorry, stuff on screen. Mindless Mentor is now following over on Twitch. Thank you. I will take you, Mindless, and your mentor. Here you go, Mindless Mentor. All right. I recommend Mindless Mentor taking a look at the YouTube channel. We got all sorts of content over there, farming guides, recent farming guides, teams to farm, etc. That'll help you out. But otherwise, we will be doing paid reviews again next month. It's just right now we're only doing free views. Twice a year we do these. Okay, Iron Noble, the time is up. The guesses are in. I'm saying 3.4-ish. 3.775. 3.775. Let's see here. We've got 3.55, 3.5, 3.77. It's... Oh! Croissant killed it. I thought it was over, but it didn't. 3.77. Croissant killed that. Everybody knows the formula now, so we're all using the formula to take our best guesses, living our best life. What kind of questions we got here? Iron Turdy. I just finished Executor Prereqs, waiting for the event to come back around. A few days, I'll be here playing it with you. Want to see how good my mods are and or what I should do after Executor? Your mods are not very good. Your mods are not very good. Nope. So mods were at 0.59, 0.66. Your galactic power is 3775141. So an average mod score in your range at 3.75 million is going to be in the 2.3 to 2.6 range, and you're at 0.7. So, or 0.6 actually. So you need to actually work on your mods quite a bit. They need a lot of work. Go check out Mods 101 on the channel. It's going to give you a lot of guidance. We got a mods playlist on the channel. You need a lot of work on the mods because your mods aren't very good on the account. So no, mods aren't good. Okay, now. What should you do after Executor? What a great question. Sorry. Oh, you got oh, you did it. This is you did Executor last time around. Excellent. So what I would say first is you do want to get your Executor to 7 stars as fast as you possibly can. I myself, I've said this a few times on my free-to-play accounts, I will go a month and a half, 2 months, and I will refresh nothing, and I will save all the crystals up, and I will 7-star the ship on the second go around. You can buy crystals to do that. Yeah, just get the thing to 7 stars as fast as you can coming up here on Tuesday. All right. So next, you got the negotiator there. Let's see, is this a gas bundle? It is not, but I like your work on your Galactic Republic farm fleet. You need to max out this reinforcement ability on Plo Koon. You should spend those materials on nothing else until you max out this ability. It's 40% health protection and cleanse all debuffs. It is still to this day one of the best reinforcement abilities on any ship in the game. So get that maxed out. Keep working on this fleet. If you want Marauder to work, it needs, Bad Batch maxed out and stuff, so that might not be in your future. I would go ahead and work on getting Malevolence with your Get 2 currency and get these Geo ships farmed and get your droid ships farmed as well for your Separatists, both of them, Hyena Bomber and Vulture Droid. So that'll give you 2 nice fleets to back up your Executor, and then down the road you get your Profundity and Leviathan down the road. So I like this as a good starting point. Just keep working on this fleet and start working on your Malevolence fleet. We have Kylo. All right, guys. Let's ask chat. This is a Shadows of the Empire bundle, so this has been around for a little while. All right, chat. Okay, chat. What's the answer? He's got Executor. I've told him what to work on with his ships. What is he supposed to work on next? I'm assuming he, sorry. I don't think a lady would come in and make their name Iron Turdy, though. What should Iron Turdy work on next? It's gonna be over there in chat, Iron Turdy. That's where you're gonna see this. I'm looking the wrong way. When I stream, I put the chat over here in my... Anyway, nobody cares. The answer is not Jedi Master Kenobi. E-Man is such a troll. Look, your mods need work, right? The fastest way to get work done on your mods is going to be Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan. You'll get mods every month with Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan. You take them to Relic 7. You'll start getting a bunch of great stuff out of their Assault Battle as well. Another great thing for you coming up here, the Peridia Pals. Night Trooper, Death Trooper Peridia, and Captain Enoch. They're not... Night Trooper's double shard farmable right now. I'd be farming him right now. And when these two become double shard farmable, I think it's next month, start farming them, get them up to Relic 7. That's more mods and more materials. We're all about assault battles here on this channel. You need to get a Veers Imperial Trooper team up and running on your account. That's going to be a lot of great assault battle action for you in Forest Moon and Rebel Roundup. A lot. General Veers, Range Trooper, Piet, and then 2 others. I don't care which other 2 others. You can even, like we've done it on our accounts a couple times now. We'll be doing it for the second time. I'll be testing this on streams in the near future, so pay attention. That Imperial Trooper team with Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando, which you don't have at all yet, can really knock the crap out of the Forest Moon assault battle without adding a lot of gear to those Imperial Troopers. Phoenix looked good. You got to get Captain Rex up. You need that last Zeta on Captain Rex. Get that on him, and it just transforms this team. That stuff you should be working on while you're working your way toward Jedi Knight Luke and Jabba the Hutt. And all of those things together will fix your roster, both for the roster itself and for your mods, for the long term in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And there you go. There you go. What are you talking about, Sivashaw? That's not true. That's just not true. Poncho doesn't give relic materials? Yeah, they do. Absolutely, they do. I agree with you, E-Man. I agree with you. All right, Pro 1133888. Let's take a look. Eight 665-464. All right, let's get the mod. We got Jabba. We got Executor. We got Bronzium 3. Let's get the mod score pulled. Where'd it go? There. All right, 4.55, 8.06 with 1,300 mods on the roster speaks to a lot of age on the roster, and the Squad GP 5.65 million. Guess the galactic power. Last time today. I'm thinking around 9.5 to 10 million. Let's take a look. 9.8 million. I might went too early on that, but whatever. 6.8, no, not there. Uncle John, look straight up, like 2 messages above where you asked. All right, let's see here. So 9.7 from E-Man, 9.8 from Merrick's. That's gonna win. It's dead on. Nobody's getting closer than that. Merrick's, you got it. I'll tell you what, guys. Ewok has kind of opened up our eyes here to that Squad GP being an important window into the galactic power. Nice job. All right, last review here. Let's get this mod score entered. 4.55, 8.06. New account. $980,321. All right, 9.8 million, 8.06. I think it's gonna be close to average. Yeah, it's like right in line with the running average. It's going to be right on the average, right on the running average line, maybe a little bit under. So it's a good mod score. It's a good mod score. What are the questions we're being asked here? In what farming order should I do these next? Lord Vader, Leia, Leviathan, and what Omicrons do I need? That's a lot. You have Fury class Interceptor. Is it Mark 6 Interceptor a Cantina farm? Leviathan first. Hold on, let me check. We'll get back in here. Yep, Cantina farm. Leviathan first. I'm not gonna look at the rest of it. Leviathan first. Everything else is gonna be solid here. Probably even Empire's gonna be really good. Yeah, no Scythe yet. Interesting. Some gear on these two would give you a really nice little fleet here. Yep. I'm looking to see what's next. So Leviathan first. Poncho Bros second. Leviathan first, Poncho Bros second. Leia, then Lord Vader. That's your order. What Omicrons do you need? I don't know. It's always a hard question. I gotta start going through like bit by bit. Anybody seen any needed Omicrons yet? That's, you avoided the yeah, the one with the linked. I don't really see a lot of Omicrons that you need so far. Got Droidica. I don't know. I mean, your Omicrons look solid to me so far. I mean, you could try Rose Tico to go with Zori Bliss, but I don't know. I'm not really excited about that. Marin? What about a Marin Omicron? He's got the Grievous one. He's got the Destroyer Droid. Got Poggle. You know what I'm doing on this account? Sit on him. Yeah, like we said for a lot of people, look, you've got this Ufu farm still needed, you've got Omicrons sitting in here. You got Bo-Katan Mandalore not farmed, there's gonna be some Omicrons in there. I'm sitting on them. If I've got Omicrons on this account, I'm sitting on them until I farm those teams, and because every time you farm a team that's gonna have well, let's just say it, any new team, any team in the last 2 to 3 years, and any of the Conquest or Proving Grounds characters the last 2 to 3 years, they're gonna need a bunch of Omicrons. So sit on them. Sit on them. That's what I'm saying. Nope, it's there. You could do some more raid stuff. You're a little short on the raid. And the reason I say Lord Vader's last is because until you get these clones farmed, I think he's operating at less than max efficiency. So as you get around to the clones. So I'm going Leviathan, Leia, Leviathan, Poncho Bros, Leia, Lord Vader, and along the way, when they're double shard farmable, Death Trooper Pretty and Night Trooper and Captain Enoch. Get them up to Relic 7 as well. That's my thought process. Your mods are good. You could use some more Datacron farming on the account, but it looks good. It's a good account. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Guys, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna send you to a German Galaxy of Heroes YouTuber today. Please, everybody jump over there on YouTube. On YouTube, it is. Oh, that's scheduled? No, he's live. He's live. Okay. So his name is. Let me see here. X Darky X TVs, SWGOH und Quatschen. So check out X Darky X, a little bit of German action here for you on YouTube. Let me get these guys over to him as well. And let's go find somebody on Twitch. Shark Kenobi? Shark Kenobi? All right, we'll go watch him on Twitch. All right, guys. Hey, enjoy these raids. Make sure to go watch our German compatriots. That'll be fun. Have a great day. I will definitely talk to all of you very soon. And of course, always remember, Nooch2Gud.
Code plus parce que il est pas amené comme il faut.
That guy's French.